Greetings, traveler.
So it looks like we're doing Paladin. But you also have to just go with the draft because buckets are gone. Legendary. Alright. So let's just have a Ysera in our deck. That seems like a good idea. Oh, Seal of Champions seems pretty stupid. Skyclaw felt really bad against us, right? It was like, or I guess really good, but felt bad for us. But I don't think I want to force that kind of pally. I'm not sure. Yeah, this thing felt stupid against me. So Seal, I don't think I want to build a Seal kind of deck, but at the same time, I might not have that chance, right? So I'm going to go with what the draft is offering, and I'll see where it ends. Wow. That just feels like such a dumb card, right? Just have 8 free health. Alright, I think just random dragon synergy cards are super good right now. Just get dragons every time, so. Bloodclaw might be a little bit better with the Watcher. I think we can still give it a go. I used to like having one of these. Dark Conviction was something I was pretty afraid of when I played against Paladin. However, with already a Seal, we should probably just grab the Necro. It also plays super nicely with the Transform guy. Poisonous. Can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. That's probably not too bad. Dragon Consort seems stupid as well, though. So, just gonna take some Dragon Synergy cards. This seems like a whiff, right? So maybe just take an Illidan. Blackwing Corruptor and Amber Watcher seem both pretty crazy. Amber Watcher is pretty good regardless whether you have a dragon or not, so should probably grab that. Oh. I want to see where Lightforge has Corruptor at. Only at a 99 right now. That seems weird, man. I think they really penalize synergy cards, right? But sometimes synergy cards is just the way to go. I think the Watcher is just better because it's just unconditionally good. So, but Corruptor seems very, very good right now. Wow, it's hard to say no to this thing, right? Silver Moon Portal or Necro. I'll take another Necro. I like Necro. It gives you something on the board. We have dragons for Dragon Synergy and we have 5s, so I'll probably just take the Consec. Take a Kraken. I'll take a Murloc Knight now. I think we've played quite defensively so far. So I do like Battle Axe, but it's probably not a Battle Axe kind of deck. So we can try out Skyclaw. We do have the Watchers to heal our face, but I think Battle Axe gets a lot better if you're slightly more mid-rangey trying to kill him, not just trying to stay alive. Yeah, this just felt good, so I'm just gonna take it right now. I think the Battle Axe is obviously also fine. Bat Rider is pretty good. Whoa. Alright. I'll probably go with the Dragon Discover. That just seems silly. It seems like you just play to stay alive and take Dragon Discover and then just win. Evasive Draconet's a strong card though. 121. Yeah, 165. It's got lifesteal as well. Oh man, so nice. Dragon. So probably a 2-drop. After you play a pirate, summon this minion from your hand. Oh wow. Probably just take the 2/2. I think we can take another 5 now. It also plays nicely with the Watchers. So 2 Murloc Knights for late. So this is going to be a bit more of a mid-rangey deck. Summon 5 minions. Reward, give your minions +1/+1. I don't know, I've just kind of been staying away from the quests. I think I'll just take a 1. I think we're good on 5s. Don't have that much dragon synergy. Just the technician right now. But I'll still just take sorcerer. Probably need to 2-drop more. Just have something early. Yep. Alright, so Evasive Draconet came back. There's also another Seal of Champs. We're doing well on 5 mana cards, so Seal of Champs goes down a bit because it's usually a turn 5 card. So I think I might just pick up the Draconet in the games where we're not doing too well. It's also really nice with Amber Watcher, I can imagine. I think Dark Conviction is also good, of course. Your opponent's next hero power costs 3. 3 mana, Spider Tank, damn. My 3s are a little weak. I think I may have to pick it over True Silver, which hurts, but we have turn 4 plays. I think instinctively I was going to slam the True Silver, but I need something to play on 3. You can't afford to have weak 3s when you also don't really have 2s, I think. It makes it permanently cost 3. I don't think permanently, but it sticks until they hero power, which is quite a difference to what I thought it would do. That's true. Yep. I think you just have to take something to play. So the strategy is pretty similar to the previous drafts. Only now we have 2 Murloc Knights on top of some dragon stuff, so it's just try to not die and then hit him with the Dragon Discover, hit him with the Murloc stuff. Let's see. I think the Explorer could stay. Coining Seal seems really all in. Dragon Consort's probably not bad. But I think we want to optimize or maximize our chances to find another 3 mana card we can play regardless. The lifesteal being relevant because of the Blood Claw is nice. Playing it a bit slower now because coining 5 seems like a guaranteed strong move. So give myself a bit more time.
A good explorer comes prepared.
4 mana 8/8 set each player's crystals to 10 with the Ysera in the hand. I think we could quite easily lose off that, but it could be fun, right?
Let me think.
Oh, it's still really rated. It's still rated very high on the Lightforge, so we'll do it for fun, right? We'll try it out for sure. I learn by doing, right? I'm not very good with visualizing it, so I need to feel it, right? I need to see it, see whether it destroys me or whether I'm destroying. You go coin 5/5 Nas, and it's a 4 mana 8/8. Oh, you mean coin my 5s and then just jam the Nas? So we're not playing Nas now, Kick Wait. But we're not supposed to jam the dragon here, Kick Wait. I guess it does make sense. I still have the Pit Fighters, right?
You're in trouble now.
With Ysera in hand, you like playing it? I think this is a way smarter play, right? You first get some pressure on the board and then jam an 8/8. And he doesn't just get the slam.
like I'm here just in time.
You did. It's kind of funny.
I fight dirty. I fight dirty. I fight. I fight. I fight. I fight. I fight dirty.
We get it, you fight. Alright.
I fight dirty.
Sure. Oh, this could be bad actually, right? It should still keep 2 mana for me, right? She can kill it because we're giving her ping mana, which is kind of nasty. But it means you drop a Ysera on an uncontested board. Yeah, I'm just 2 out of 10 now. So maybe I should have traded. Specifically Blizzard into Flamestrike, ramping her, giving the ping. It's annoying. But then again, Blizzard into Flamestrike is always going to be dirty.
I dream the world's friend.
Just hope no removal here. Of course he has a Flamestrike as well. I think the way how he did it, he was quite confident that putting my board to 4 was the right play, so... Alright.
Let's negotiate.
Oh my lord.
And I'll let you live.
Well,
A new acquisition.
we still have some healing in the deck, right? Feels like we might have to trade Scorcher. What does that even do? So all minions in his deck are +2/+2 now, or what?
Let me think. For justice.
It is a 7/6. I think I'll just play this with this later. Just go for pressure right now. Can actually heal our Ysera. Pog. It's probably the wrong play. We'll see. Basically double Keleseth, yeah. Ysera, no. I think you just hold a dream, right? It's like a 0 mana sap. You don't have to get too creative here. Gets the ping. Oh, he's trading it. Wait, is that correct? That feels wrong, right? Feels like killing off this is just better. Let's dream the 5/1 Pepega. But it makes a 2/1, Shady. It's very good. You should do it. Alright, just a big ass taunt. Preferably targetable, if I may add. Blizzard into Flamestrike, not enough. Feels bad, man.
Uther versus Jaina. You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
Let's see, we have a Tidehunter. Kind of like Necromancer, it's good enough. Sell the token on 3. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm gonna smooth out that 5 gold turn here, right? He might ping here, right? Spend 8 mana on spells, summon a 6/6 dragon. Holy shit. So I can keep track where he's at, right? Yeah. My work is paramount. Leave me alone. Seems like a pretty good turn. We got the healing and the lifesteal from the dragons to make it not so bad, right?
For justice.
Some real jokers in here. Hi, it's funny because in Battlegrounds, it's a great unit early. It's actually the best unit, right? The best tier 1 unit. Wait, so can anyone explain the arena event? What do you have to do for it?
The dark path is my destiny.
Decent blast wave. Probably shouldn't pre it. You have to look. There are a lot of rules. Oh, okay. If it's too many rules, maybe it's not good for stream content then.
I am the dancing master.
You go for the leaderboard or you compete somehow with someone. So there's a subreddit for Arena, Nubo Warlock, Arena HS. Apparently there's a contest on there for Arena. Like an event. They see me freezing. They hate me.
You're in trouble now.
For the master.
I'll save the weapon, I think. You need to pick the class you've done the least and the fewest ones with. So technically my 3 runs right now are fine because I haven't repeated any classes. What's the reward? I'm assuming it's just for fun, right? Pew. I think I want to play the Bronze Explorers instead of going off with Murloc Knight, just because he can still wipe our board.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Again. So 4 mana 8/8. Kind of want to just take the 4 mana 8/8, yeah. You could also pick Dragon Consort and tempo out hard. Honestly, it's probably better, right?
Let me think.
Reward is $400. Yeah. That's really nice for like just
I must move quickly.
I was gonna say something.
A good explorer comes prepared. For the master.
Stop distracting me. This cheats mana for me alone, right? So it's probably okay. So if I play this, the Tyrant will cost 6. Hey, Master of Sai. The people arrive and the people leave are pretty good, I will admit. I'm not using my weapon because I feel like we're gonna have enough stuff to be AoE'd already. Him not AoEing here makes me feel like we could get a Murloc Knight going. I think we're probably okay with that. I could also just drop the Amber Watcher, but I think it's about time we go.
Reporting for duty.
Pog.
For justice.
Keep the lifesteal up.
Fight dirty.
Sure.
How about a
Ooh, nasty. Nasty. I think if I'm him, I'm killing a lifesteal here, right? Trading the 3/4 just seems bad because I trade a 1/1. Okay. Okay. And you get an Amber Watcher, and you get an Amber Watcher. So this and Amber Watcher seems like really strong.
To battle!
Full health, yay.
Knowledge is power, and I know.
Why silence that one? Yeah. I think he was just like, alright, you're done making Murlocs, sir. And then I've turned this one, and where do I trade? Maybe I should trade the other guy.
Reporting for duty.
Have you liked Arena today? Arena is liking me today, I will say. It's, yeah, I feel like it's soft right now. I don't know. Or maybe it's just because I'm coming in with a fresh outlook and I'm not being influenced too much. Hey, Akanari, yeah. I am indeed playing Arena. A rare sight these days. But they removed Poacher, so I did say that was the main thing I was struggling with.
Reporting for duty.
The fact they cared enough to remove it was nice. Absolutely. I don't mind changing my opinion on stuff, you know, based on new evidence that is presented to me. Do you think you can convince Collins to do a duo run eventually? Oh, he'll be more than happy to come on and do a duo run. It's just that he's doing really, really well on his channel. So his channel right now should probably just be exclusively Battlegrounds. But he can definitely come on my channel and play Arena here. Collins is always down for that.
I must protect Bullfight. I will fight with honor.
So for anyone not aware, for Collins, right, he was the #1 ranked Battleground player across the Asia, NA, and Europe servers. So that's very, very impressive. And as a result, his channel got a really nice boost. So is Arena in a healthy state now after the ban? That I can't really tell you. But as usual, for me it's more important what can I do to optimize stuff and not so much, you know, is it balanced or not. You got a boost as well after playing Battlegrounds, right? Well, compared to World of Warcraft, absolutely. WoW is not a good game for my audience. It's also, I'm just not as experienced at playing and streaming WoW as I am at playing and streaming Hearthstone. I've played and streamed way, way more Hearthstone in my life. So it's just something you're, you know, naturally better at. Well, maybe not naturally, through practice. I guess I put the 3-5 out. These seem really good. Just neutral Dragon Synergy cards. They used to have a big punish to them when you don't hit dragons, but right now dragons are so common that downsides is not really there.
Time waits for no one.
Maybe WoW Classic is just not a good game. Well, I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy WoW Classic a lot. I still play off stream. I got exalted with AV yesterday. Got the mace, got the ring. I can show the screenshot from earlier. We went into Warsong Gulch to have some fun. Let me see. We can check the screenshot from before. It was pretty good. Oh, this would be very good. Unfortunately, We're down a mana. Because Death Speaker is a card we should probably trade. I think we're still jamming a 3-4. He could play a 3-5 and then we could have the 3-4 trade into it. And Batrider. And then his hero power would cost 3 instead of 2, so it makes it harder for him to snipe it. 8 flag returns, yeah. I'm always spamming, right? When the flag's about to drop, I'm like... clack, 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 clack. Alliance, yeah. That's honestly Josh's fault. Josh plays Alliance and he wanted me to come join him. Which I did. It was a lot of fun.
Weld it down, lock it.
How does that guy have 105 in 1 hour 7? Because some of them left and joined because it was taking too long. Okay. Embiggen. So yeah, looks like the 4 is going to work out nicely. We're going to get that Batrider trade. What is it? Fey Wing. I believe it is the 4-mana 5/4 cannot be targeted. But yeah, that Warsong group was a pocket Holy Paladin running behind me, throwing Blessing of Freedom, dispelling and healing. So super nice, super nice.
Melt it down.
Warrior is completely different whether you have a Blessing of Freedom or not. It's the class that would benefit by that the most by far. Because I just hit like a truck right now. Alright, costs 4 because of the thing. Might be a problem. I think it's probably still just Jam the Spiteful. I don't really see an argument for... Argument presented. Yeah. I just have a hard time dealing 2 damage to this. So I think I'll actually do it then. I think you just keep spamming it. I think that the Amber Watcher is a more than fine minion to pick as well. But I think you just keep spamming it. I remember that being super busted when I played Classic 15 years ago. Yep. So I'm a human, Terra. So we automatically get weapon skill with swords. So I'm still using Delrens. And I'm either going to get rank 14, depending on how much I can do off stream. It would be a portion on stream to get the one-handers. Or I'll just wait until Blackwing Lair and get the swords from there. Shady human confirmed. I think we just dropped the 4/6 now, even though it doesn't look that great. Shady, have you seen a new Alex come down on either side of the board yet? I think it's one of the very first games I played. I discovered it, but I didn't end up playing it. Just because I had enough to finish that one. This feels like the game where I'm going to run out of shit, right? So I think I just grab the most value. I kind of want to catch him off guard with enraging this and then smacking him with the True Silvers, so I think I'm just going to drop the Necro here.
The dark path is my destiny.
I'm human too. We have so much in common. Smiley face, smiley face. Summon a 2/2 trend. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I think we can catch him off guard with the Enrage on the Smith. We can actually dunk the Venture Co, potentially. Bop, bop, bop. Bop. How does that even work? Could actually also just True Silver the Senjin. Could also Scorcher. Doesn't feel that good. Explorer and Attendee might be better. I think I want to see what's in the box first and then make the decision. Oh wow, Volcanic Drake, definitely right. So that's coming out for pretty much 0. Let's see, smack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it comes out. The 1/1 doesn't do too much, so I think I'll rather let him keep the Ventrico.
For justice.
For the master.
Alright, still need to suicide this. I think that killing this is probably just worse. I think we give him what he wants then, right? He gets to smack for 7 and he gets to play things. Now he needs to choose, do I smack for 7 or do I play things? No. He chooses play things.
Silver moon shall not fall.
I think I just jammed the Ysera now that he doesn't really have pressure. I think the Onyxia into the Ysera is also really strong. The one problem with the Onyxia is the he's only 3 damage off just dunking. I think I want the Ysera. I think the body's kind of okay. We're just really likely to get 2 hits off her. Ani into Plague, yep. Alright. So we don't get 2 hits, but it's still a pretty good body on this board. Time to SM work. So Scorcher getting rid of that bubble could be quite good. Combatant being alive is a bit scary. Something involving the Drake is probably correct here. Could go Murloc Knight hero power and not remove the shield. Could also just remove the shield and go Attendee Drake. And then probably trade and preserve the health. Sort of don't hate that. It's a bit harder for him to react to that. I think our health is more important, right? We have big stuff. We should be outvaluing him. And Ysera is just a 412 right now, so
Take a walk on the wild side.
it might be rough. Alright, so the Attendee successfully tanked that. Smork, smork. Smork, smork.
The sun has set for me.
I liked the part where we saved health. I feel like we're gonna have to high roll the Murloc Knight soon. Actually, no, we heal off this. I think we still do that. Let's see what happens.
Reporting for duty.
We're always dead, right? Because you have to kill this.
Well played.
Now he's emoting. Wow. That guy.
Well played. The victory is yours.
Like, I couldn't do much against that. It's like, oh, all your minions are just bigger than mine. Okay.
I will
Cool.
fight with honor.
Cool, I guess. I guess that's how it's going to be, huh? Alright. That's a pretty sick curve. I'm sure I could have done something better that game, but a lot of the decisions was just like, alright, well, your minions are bigger than mine, I suppose. It's probably also just inexperience with the set. You can probably watch the You can probably watch the Embiggen come down and then already make some predictions, some adjustments to your gameplay.
The battle.
Like perhaps we should have gone, you know, more Smork oriented. Maybe we shouldn't have gone for the Ysera, this and that. It's fine.
For justice.
We hope he doesn't ping here. That'd be a great turn. He pings.
The sun has set for me.
Probably just Scorcher then. Just drop a Dragon Consort. Dragon Consort makes these cost 3. Next turn we have 6 mana. Doesn't do that much right now. Oh, actually this will cost 5. You can just drop this next turn. I think I like it, and then I'll see what goes next.
I spread the master's will.
Alright, Scorcher's gonna be pretty darn good here. Good Scorcher and Seal if you want to just go ham. I think I'm okay with that.
For justice.
That seems quite annoying to deal with.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
So he's one off the Flamestrike kill on this, which makes me just want to jam it and then heal.
Your feeble magic amuses me. Your feeble magic amuses me. Reporting for duty.
I don't think the blast wave is enough here, so play into it.
Reporting for duty.
The fires of vengeance burn bright. You win.
Uther versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
I will fight with honor.
Alright, Akinar. Happy lurking, man. We've played Druid, yeah. Druid, Hunter, and Paladin now, but just trying to get a feel for what to do. I started out with the Murloc here. What the hell? Why did he not hero power? This is confusing. Wow, that's so bad for him, damn. Is he going to fan me on curve now? It's really weird, right? How did the Hunter end? It went quite, yeah, it's weird, right? You just dagger every time. It's like, haha, got you, mate. This is pretty aggro. I like it. The hunter went 12, birdie. Yep. That turn 2 play is losing him the game.
Good explorer comes prepared.
Play a bit around the Scorcher, I suppose.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Smack 'em, boys. Both of my 12s have been hunter because of Shady Sensei. Smirk.
You're in trouble now.
Good work.
You're in trouble now.
I'm assuming your hunter decks didn't really look like my hunter deck then, Kaladar. I don't know, mine wasn't that heavy, but I definitely felt like I was the defender in a lot of games. The 3 mana 1 and 2 did work. It absolutely did, yep. Oh, I guess I should put that in the middle, huh? Not that betrayal on the 1-2 is a thing, but still. Not my dude! Thank you. Mine were pretty mid-range, sure. Both had Shuma. What's Shuma color?
For justice.
Is Betrayal in? Yeah, Classic Basic is back. He lost that game on turn 2. Plain and simple. Resummon the board of 1/1s every turn. I need to, yeah, I need to see the card.
I will fight with honor.
The fires of vengeance burn
It's a pretty sweet start. Probably gonna need our healing this game.
Nothing but a bunch of big bears. For justice.
You're fired.
Yeah, fired. Even this little 1 mana 2/2, right? Like the artwork, the voice, it's so cool. I love how they just they make an effort for every card, right? Ooh. I think we'll just kill it and do this and then seal next turn, but
For
ooh.
justice.
You're fired.
Look at that initiative, mate. Don't power shot me, please. Boo. Oh, wow.
You're
Snipe.
in trouble now.
No snipe. So he didn't greet the second bow charge. Ah, he's got another weapon. Okay. Smork. I'm going to play this turn, right? So I may as well try to hit him.
I fight dirty.
Just in case, right? But it's very likely to be explosive. We could have also held, but I think this is about a good turn to start smacking him.
Nothing but a bunch of big
Because we were just going to keep building a more vulnerable board to that AoE. Oh, you can always ping the 1/1 and deadly. Maybe I should have traded the 2/1 then. Yeah, whoops, my bad. I thought that this was deadly shot protection, but it was not.
Best seats ever.
Weld it down, lock it up.
For justice.
May as well finish what we started. I'm the smork now.
Popcorn. You smell like a leopard.
That's the thing, that one.
I dream
For justice.
Melt it down.
7/7 untargetable will still do it for him. Pew, pew. So I had a bit of a brain fart in playing around the deadly. Four mana Banshee is tier 1. Are you happy? On the Lightforge, you mean? Or... yeah, they've always been good at appreciating those cards, for sure. This is a pretty tempting opener to just coin the Murloc. Oh, amazing. Okay. Because you want to push the board before you drop Skyclaw. Hey, my man. Trade? Where? Minions? We only see face. Oh, he's gonna be able to dumpster the Skyclaw. It's unfortunate. He's still taking a lot of damage. So Witchwood's not in, so Noir Path. But Scorcher is a thing. So probably want to play the dragon instead of the Necro. You ever do any journaling? I try to, for sure, yeah. I think it's very helpful. See what you're thinking. I think that the way how I look at it is writing down your thoughts on paper allows you to play with them a lot easier. They're like different components you've put down on paper, and then you're like, oh, this is what I was thinking, this is what I was thinking, and you can play around with it a lot easier. I think we're annoyed if he Scorchers, but there's no way you should be making this trade, right? You can trade 1 in. I should have traded 1 in. Because then this can kill this. Yeah, 1 should have been sacrificed. The rest should have gone phase. The problem with sacking 1 though is then he'll trade the 2/1 and then you can't trade. Yeah. So if he doesn't have Scorcher, trading the 1 is obviously worse. Hey! No punish. Feels okay, man. Oh, he's got a Whirlwind? No. Okay. Actually just doesn't have it, chat. Pretty pog.
The dark path is my destiny.
So just pushing quite aggressively, making weapons. I haven't even seen a new warrior card yet. That's how little I know about the meta. I have not seen a single new warrior card. Oh, that one just wins the game though. Right? There's not much you can do against that. That helps, but still pretty shitty. Pooh. I think you need that Crusher, right? Chromagus is gonna take too long. So normally after this comes down, it's too much of a swing, but we can try to play a little slower now because we got the 2 9-drops. Pushing the phase damage helped with the Crusher being active now, so that's nice. All right, Caldrash, have a good one, man. Enjoy it.
Try this.
Oh, wow. He might end up regretting that. Looks like he... Oh, he's gonna trade like that. Okay. Then armor up, I guess. This is 8 damage, so if he adds 1 more damage to the board, he can trade everything in.
Blood and plunder.
Okay. That could result in him just ignoring. Got the 2 9s, so that's good. Might have 1 extra damage here. Trade a 5-1, ping for 1. Ooh, he's got some healing in his hand then. Reno's not in. Oh, he's gonna be out of Kraken range. Ooh, that's rough.
Looks like I'm here just in time.
Actually took the 9 without healing. Playing the 4-6 just because it's better stats than the Illidan. Pretty good. Boop boop. There is a world where he doesn't hero power here though. Unlikely, but it's possible. Oh, GG. Not playing around El Kraken, man. How's your arena experience going today, Shady? Arena is treating me very well. He did take that 9, which felt off. I don't know. I think it's ever since I played Constructed, I'm much more careful with my health total. Because in Constructed, a lot of your plays get dictated based on, you know, how much time you have. And that depends on your health total. So a lot of the plays are much more focused around keeping a good health total. I'm not sure whether you keep a Grim Necro in this hand. You have a pretty darn good play with Bloodclaw, Hero Power, Saboteur, Necro, so I might just keep it. We don't have that many 4s. If we had a coin, I would definitely throw it and look for another 3 mana card to play. But we do not have one. Now we'll just play Attendee into Claw, into Saboteur, into Necro. Unless we find other cards that fit better. Playing the Claw now, so we have it available while being able to play this. Construct it, people leave. Turn 9 Kraken is an obvious play, isn't it? Not if you're not used to playing around it. The meta is relatively fresh, so you might just forget that Kraken is in the rotation. Try to armor now. Real men don't just die, they die like idiots. Deal 5 damage. If you're holding a dragon, gain 5 armor. What a noob. Not holding a dragon. Imagine not holding a dragon. Murloc Knight is tempting, right? Because you're like, oh, the board is empty, I can get it down. But then what do you do next turn? Hero Power and not Pit Fighter? Alright, so play the 4 into the 5 and then Murloc Hero Power in the same turn.
You're in trouble now.
He can imagine dragons. You're curving this guy? Yeah, we drew really nicely. But that's what happens if you don't need the mulligan. If your hand is already good enough.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
You can Bone Drake, but it seems like a good opportunity to get the Murloc rolling.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
For the match.
Oop. Next turn's a bit awkward because you can't Hero Power and Bone Drake. So it'll probably depend on what he plays and what we draw. Whether we just Bone Drake and we don't Hero Power, or whether we Hero Power and play other stuff. So he did nothing, but we hit a Necro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you'd summon a 2/4 and a 1/1. Yeah, I think it's the case where you just skip the Hero Power this turn. Board gets a little bit too crowded. If we had fewer things on the board and I could fill it with either of these, it'd be fine, but now we miss tokens anyway, so I'd rather push the 6 on board. Yeah, any meta where there's very few reactive cards. Oh, that's a thing. Okay. We gotta play around Collider. But he's out anyway, because fuck.
Uther versus Lunara.
The forest fights back.
I will fight with honor.
This seems pretty good early game, so I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. It's like, oh, I can't wait until Shady meets X card. Right. It seems like an awkward opener. That helps. Still needs something because coining 4s is what it's looking like. So we need a 3 to coin 3s. I may even coin this and take the chance that we find or don't find one. Oh, look how green it is now. Yeah, Dudes is guaranteed a shitty turn. Coin 3/4 is maybe not a shitty turn next turn. It's my usual approach here. Because this is difficult to figure out, right? Like, what do? Do you just assume you hit the 3? My philosophy is I would rather have a chance at 2 good turns than guaranteed 1 shitty turn. I think Blizzard just kind of did that on their own, Kexaron. But yeah, that's obviously part of it. I will say that the poacher change, the poacher ban from Arena, that was really cool. It was really nice to see them reacting so fast to that. So, you know, credit where credit is due. That's super nice of them. But over the past, unfortunately, we don't hit. But it's okay. Over the past year or maybe year and a half, I feel like there've just been changes to Arena that have made it sort of more obvious that Blizzard doesn't really pay much attention to the game mode. So it's really nice to get a signal that they do care, where they, you know, like Poacher was obviously a really toxic card for the game mode, so it's nice of them to react to that. So I could have a 3/3 on an empty board. I could have a 4/1 weapon on an empty board. I could have a Necro up against the dog. Opponent's about to go into 5 mana. I think I prefer the 3/3 and try to catch him off guard with the True Silver. Actually, even a 3/5 is not crazy, but... Ooh, Dragon Consort can also do some nasty shit. No, I think I do like removing it for score. Scalebane. Scalebane's exceptionally bad for us if we play the 3/5. Alright. Could just whip out the True Silver here. I do not really have a cheap way of dealing 1 damage. I could play the Grim Necromancer to deal 1 back, but if I'm gonna play a 4 anyway, I may as well choose silver. So I think we just choose silver. He played a weak 5-drop, so we can play mana inefficient. I'm pretty sure it reads Dire Doge Alpha here. I did say, Bimbo, that I wasn't going to play in the poacher meta. So that's the whole reason I'm playing Arena right now. I was like, wow, that's really cool of you, Blizzard. Well done. Because I didn't play a single game when Poacher was still in. I did get poachered earlier, or poached, or however you want to call that. Because that was still an older draft. This card is exceptionally good as well. I had 3 of these in my Druid draft. Went very smooth. I feel like I might just Murloc Knight. It summons a 3/4, a 1/1, and a Murloc, which is just better than this. You don't always need to get max value. And there's a small chance you get to kill his guy. Very small, though. Oh. Poached sounds about right. So I used to only play this guy when it wasn't obvious that he was gonna die. And I think that's wrong. I think in some situations you just need to make the higher tempo play. And this is a 3/4 summoning a 1/1 and a 1/2. This is a 2/4 summoning 2 1/1s, which is just worse, right? I guess I wouldn't... no, yeah, I would have summoned another 1/1. That's fair. 7/7 holding the fort against the 7/7. Could go for the 5-head play and sack all your minions in case he gets through. But the problem then is if he buffs this, you have nothing to trade back in. You have to take like 9 if he goes Mark of the Wild. He can take 6 damage here and use 2 mana to summon a 5/5. That's a pretty good deal. Looks like he will take that deal. So next turn is likely just to be Kraken. If we play the dragon thing here, the other dragon goes down by 2 mana, so I think we just spam the board, right? It looks like our opponent will put the 5/5 into the 3/5, which means I need to escort the 2/2 into the 5/2. The 5/5 will kill the 1/5, and the 3/2 can kill the 1/2. It's probably not worth trading the 1 and 2 preemptively into the 1/2 then.
My dream is your nightmare.
Oh lord. Cast when drawn, summon a random dragon. Oh dear lord. 7 portals. Holy crap. That might be a problem, huh? I think I need to do everything I can to push damage. So we probably need to play Necro, Pit Fighter, trade, push 6, and then hope we can finish him with a Kraken. Because this going into this seems like a good idea, but that means this goes here, and it opens up this trade. So, and we don't push phase damage. So it seems better to me to make the play. And obviously if he has another plague, we lose and all that, but we're on the clock, right? Every draw could be an insane hit swing for him, of course. Okay. Oh, that could be very, very bad as well. He's reading. No, don't read. Reading is OP.
Your feeble
Okay.
magic.
Not a spell, but a big taunt. So he's down to 10. So Kraken trade in the little guys. Play Attendee, push 5. He can trade everything into Kraken, but then he'd have to hero power this thing. Saving Kraken for face. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, really? Okay. But still, the first two, man, the first two. It always helps to complain in advance. It's very important. Oh, he's got a taunt or something. We need the taunt to be 1 health here. Oh, that's Mark of the Wild. Ah, wait, what? No, that was so bad of him, right? He could have traded in the 2-1. And but yeah, that was really bad of him. He just wins off his memes though, but man, he just murdered his own board. Do we consider that like, so is that a lucky, or where are we on that one? Yeah. So close.
Well played. The victory is yours.
His 2-1 was asleep. Wait, which one did he turn into 1? Am I saying it wrong or not?
You asked for it.
I will.
He transformed the 2-1 that just spawned. Yeah, but he could have... okay, well, there was a taunt in the way, or what? Maybe. Yeah, maybe it is wrong. Maybe it is right. So far, both Druid and Hunter have felt quite a bit better than Pally. But I think it's because I need to draft it in a specific, more Paladin-specific manner. He could have used the 5-4 to trade with the taunt. Yep. Yeah. So he did do it wrong. Okay. He did do it wrong.
There's plenty to go around.
Need a top deck, pretty please.
Reporting for duty.
It's still a good run to learn from.
The dark path is mine.
Don't you need to draft the side quest spell on Paladin? That seems like an odd... What if you're not offered it? Right? Seems like an odd way to say what you should be doing, right? Scorcher trade the spell power is pretty decent. Could also trade the dog and drop the pit fighter.
For the master.
It's probably fine. Man, I have so much work to do for the arena. So much to analyze. Fireland's Portal is in, so just playing Illidan seems wrong. I'll split it up to be able to Illidan claw next round and then have this later to play into AoE. Oh, you're Monger. Could have also just pit fightered.
Good explorer comes prepared.
So Alex Straza is not exactly active. Just grab an extra Deathwing.
You're in trouble now.
Just, you know, the insurance Deathwing, right? You don't want to be caught without your insurance Deathwing at the ready.
What to do?
I dream and the world turns.
Not taking an extra 7 phase seems like a decent decision. Make sure we have the counter Deathwing ready.
By moon and spear.
How about a new eye? How about a new eye?
Not bad. Always feels like it's gonna freeze it. Oh my lord. Hey Trick, thank you so much for the 210, man. Let me oh wow, mage spells are pretty good. Man, this is such a con fiesta at this point. Thank you for the 210, Trick. As much as I love your Battlegrounds content, it warms my heart to wake up to shady arena runs. Also just got a promotion at work, and the wife and I just got our offer accepted on our first house. Life is pretty good. Congrats, man. I'm glad things are going well for you. Thank you for sharing some of that with us. Guess with me, you guys aren't getting any of that. Alright. Did we just drop the Neff? Feels like it.
Mage, you should be more careful playing with magic.
Okay. Just need to make a huge amalgam, and then this is pretty good.
I enjoy raiding.
No amalgam inside, no. So I want to get the cone out of my hand and then Deathwing. Do I just spread this turn? I think so, yeah. I think you need to get the healing out of your hand for sure before you Deathwing. I don't think I play this guy. I think I actually go for the Necro and this guy, right?
I wonder.
Looks like I'm here just in time.
Dark path is my destiny. The fires of vengeance burn bright.
It feels like if I keep discovering dragons as well, I'm making weak turns to discover things I may never end up playing because I have Deathwing. That's what it's feeling like right now. Are we getting Blast Wave? Feels like it, right? No. The kind of wave. Kind of Blast Wave. Ooh, discounting Deathwing is pretty dirty. But you could also discount Explorer and get the cone down. That's probably even better. You put him to 9 and you'll threaten lethal.
Good explorer comes prepared.
I mean, you have Deathwing. I don't think it matters. I'll just take you, Sarah. I'm either going to be in a position where I can play her or I'm not, right? I mean, you could just trade now. But you don't set up lethal. It seems silly to not trade it. It seems silly, but I think we still do it. Oh, you take 8. Nah, that's also bad with Deathwing, right? That's fine. What is this new game mode? Hey, Joe. Pew pew. He's probably sitting there like, what an idiot. I think we have to Deathwing the way how we played it, which may have been a mistake. I think I forced my hand, yeah. Had a chance to get lethal. Maybe I'm getting a little tired. This is the 3rd arena run in a row. This game's quite difficult to keep playing well. I think you have to Deathwing the way how I played it. It's tempting to not Deathwing, but you're putting yourself in such a bad spot all of a sudden.
For the master.
At least now I still have 29 health and a couple turns to work with. Assuming that he taunts. Okay, that's a decent start for us. Hey, we just win. Okay. Was a little silly? Well, you have Deathwing in your hand, so you can always do this. The question is, did you need to, right?
Uther versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
Normally I start with Murlocs, but it's not unreasonable to assume the mage has to ping. Eagle Down, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Is this a, so would you say this is a Merps Paladin? Or... Hey, you have to ping. Let's hope no Flame Caller. Mokashirk. Is this actually just better? It is, but it is also a bit more awkward in terms of damage distribution, right? Also, I like having the flexibility of the ones. Old Gods isn't in, right? So, no Flame Caller. Which deck tracker are you using? This one is called, very plain and simple, Hearthstone Deck Tracker. This guy is really good. We picked him over a True Silver. But that was because we already had one and we needed 3 drops. And I'm not sad about it. It makes the... Oh, that's been a while. It makes everything flow a lot nicer to have the extra 3 drop. Also, the effect is just powerful and the body is good, so it seems like just a really strong card. The one thing is that the expansion is filled with preposterous, just batshit crazy cards that, you know, if this was printed in a normal set, you'd be like, man, why is this a card? What the hell? And now you're just like, it's only a spider tank with upside. Imagine. Imagine only being a spider tank with upside. So yeah, it's quite different. Consecration is just not that good here. Let's see. I want to do this. I feel like I might trade a little bit in case he has a Blast Wave. I think this one goes face. So, if I trade these, he's on 15. I'm going to have 6, 8, 11, 13. If I smack him in the face, he's going to be on 12. Assuming he Blast Waves. Oof, it's rough.
I must move quickly.
Blizzard doesn't change that much. Honestly, I kind of want to just go face. I think a lot can go wrong, but I don't think the upside is really that big because a 3-3 is just not that problematic right now. There is no Blast Wave? I thought Blast Wave was Rumble, right? And Rumble is in, so should be Blast Wave. Hey, is that lethal? That is lethal. Because we went face work. Beep. Arena Fanatic died 2 turns later. Yo, Merps, what up, man? Coming out of the shadows.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
Perfect timing as always, Merps. Merps was like, there is a turn 6 lethal happening somewhere. I must go. Been here for a while, I heard everything. Monkias. Monkias indeed.
Reporting for duty.
It's a pretty good curve from a man here. Johansson. Is he gonna go for the trade, summon a 3-2? Nice draw. Well, I played it pretty conservative because I think that it's probably enough to bounce back. Ooh, he is powering through.
You love my new recipe.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Good explorer comes prepared. It's the 9 drops in the deck that make me want to pick the Tyrant. Well, Deathwing is obviously a very strong card. So I've got a 4, I've got a 5. I could probably make do. Or just protect the downside with the Deathwing. Question is, how badly are you losing by the time you Deathwing, right? The Tyrant might help prevent that. But Deathwing is just such a silly card. We saw it just end the match earlier. It's just ridiculously strong.
For the crusade!
Ooh. We could just face tank the 2-2 and trade here, and then next turn Scorcher to have 5 damage available. The Batrider seems a little wasteful. Well, I just really like having True Silver and Scorcher available. Also makes it a bit more awkward for him.
For justice.
Let's get 'em.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
Yeah, so this is exactly what we talked about, right? Now you have that 5 damage, and you can clean the board up.
For justice.
If you've just played enough games, you know, like True Silver, Dragonmoth Scorcher, they play really well together on 5. Especially if you know there's going to be guaranteed 1 health minion on the board, which we pretty much could guarantee that. Alright, we've been playing pretty fast, so we can slow down a moment and analyze our options. It's just because I'd already planned that out, so... Seal seems bad because he's just going to ping the bubble off, so we're not going to do that. You could put the Spiteful and the 1-drop down and say you can't ping both. That could be acceptable. You could put the Skyclaw and the Bronze down, but it's pretty weak after he kills the Skyclaw. You could preemptively deal damage to it, but I don't love that either. So I think tying up the ping here makes sense. Because our guys have 6 health, so he needs this in order for the 5 to kill one. So it's always nice versus a mage to find a turn where pinging your 1-drop is not great for him. Other than just throwing it away on a turn where the ping didn't matter. It could be a pretty bad Arcane Explosion or something for us now. On the other hand, Arcane Explosion would have been pretty similar already. No, this goes for the ping and the Smork, which opens up the Seal of Champions now. Seal of Champions plus the Bat is not bad. You don't even need to bat, but it does allow you to keep your guys out of Flamestrike range. Alternatively, you just seal and go bump bump and just play a 3. Or maybe just even play the Necro. It means that Flamestrike clears a bit more. I think we're in a strong enough position that it's fine. Because now we have a board full of different damage numbers, and we can use the Bat Rider to a greater effect than killing a 2-3 that was already dead to a 3-6. The one downside of that play is this goes to 4, and so Flamestrike becomes more powerful.
We are friends now. Hello, friend.
That's pretty great timing. Because now everything would die to Flamestrike, but now you can trade and heal it. This is a pretty silly card, by the way. But the expansion is full of silly cards.
Good explorer comes prepared.
Another silly card. It's just a 4-mana 8/8.
For the master. Arena's full.
You're in trouble now.
Hey, Linseeds. Yeah, I'm playing Arena today. I wasn't going to, but then Blizzard banned Poacher from Arena. And I thought that was really cool and definitely deserved, you know, me taking another look at Arena. Absolutely. So this feels like a turn where the Bat Rider's coming down. So we're going to need to deal 3 damage to this. If this goes here, this is on 4. This is 4. I'm trying to figure out if I can keep my guys out of Flamestrike range, and I'm not successful right now.
Just make it.
4.
I must move quickly.
No, I don't see it.
Just make it.
I'm gonna keep the lifesteal alive, I think.
For the master.
Firebomb ready.
So this is the tricky part now, right? Whoosh, and we lose all our guys. But I don't think there was a great trade I could make. It's just the Kraken. You wanted to quit Arena? Well, I just saw the set and I said to myself, I have Battlegrounds, which is new. You have to play dragons in order to win. A lot of the times you have to play 4 minions in order to win, yet you get punished for doing so. So just was really cool of them to just say, you know what, you're right, we are going to remove it. I think I'm going to keep this. The dragon procs the Technician, and then there's a chance to cheese him with the Seal. Oh, that would have been amazing.
I will tear it out.
Hey, Muffin. Muffin's probably quite happy that it's Hearthstone and she can sit on my lap. It's a bit more annoying during Battlegrounds. It'll be on the desk. Hmm. Whew. So obviously there's the all in into the freezing with the seal. I don't think you ever go face to check for something. You can just play explore and pass. That is the not so full crazy all in. I always forget to ask how old is Muffin. A year and let's see. Roughly a little over a year and a half, I think, right now. Or a little under a year and a half. So. I know she came here in August, so. I just don't think I'm in a bad enough position to lose the freezing. Let's see if it's snipe. I have a perfectly fine play afterwards with True Silver, so. I think yeah. So essentially I want to protect the downside here, because I do just lose to a freezing if I seal. And you have to ask yourself, am I going to get other opportunities in this game to use Seal of Champions? And the answer is most likely yes, because you have True Silver to regain board. And we're gonna do True Silver Scorcher again, so that's looking pretty good. No worries, Spaghetti Rigger. Debated, yeah. I mean, it was far. Ooh, that's not gonna end well for my man here. So it was far more likely to not be freezing, but I think we can get it. I mean, we did get away with it, I would say. Now that we have the Scorcher. And now you're all set to try the champions again, right? The seal. Hey, Ugbog, how's it feeling? I think the cards are powerful, but I feel like I have a rhythm already in the set. But I'll need to play way more to really figure it out, of course. What about 2/2 and hero power here? Instead of what? Could you please tell me the turn and what I did instead? That's gonna make it way easier. I think we open up Tyrant for next round. Explorer. Oh, like that. No, I like getting the Discover out of the way if it's similar. If it's similar tempo, I like getting the Discover out of the way. Because you don't always have time to play the Discover. If he wants to dump tempo into hero powering, I think I'm okay with that, to be honest. I like having the 4 damage available, and this thing can get traded into quite freely. So, Arena is a game of tempo, so squeezing value out of your hero power can be the right move, but that would usually be in a situation where you're already oh, this Tyrant is gonna destroy him. You don't even have to Tyrant. It's the fun part. You can just use your face. Honestly, do you just hold your Tyrant here? Just go for Spiteful and tank it. Tyrant does mean that you keep your face charge and extra 5 health. I think I like it because you get to seal the Tyrant the turn after. I feel like I was explaining something, right? Something along the lines of Hearthstone is a game of tempo, or Arena is a game of tempo, so it's only in specific situations you really want to start squeezing in hero powers. I think it's when it's obvious the game is going to go on for a long time, then you start weaving in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh man, that's so good for him. I hope he's out of rushers here. That'd be nice. He is. Okay. Seems good. The Druid run went all the way Keyblader. It's quite fun. I think I will cash in my weapon charge now. We're not taking too much face and it protects the Skyclaw, which makes everything a lot nicer. So it's not like I want to sit on that weapon charge forever, but every other time it just felt better to not do it. And now there's a very clear reason why we're killing it. It protects the 1/2, and we're not taking too much recoil anyway. Because we're still trying to set up the Seal of Champions. The 4/10 was supposed to be the body, and before that the 3/6 was supposed to be the body. But I think we've pushed him off board enough that we can do it. Alright, so I'm a little bit paranoid about what's going on here. I'm assuming some form of Unleash the Hounds plus Burst. So Unleash the Hounds currently deals 4. Let's say Hero Powers, that's 6, plus a kill command, that's 11. Plus another kill command, that's 16. But then he can't Hero Power, so you can definitely add a minion. I think I'm just going to go Spiteful Smith plus Seal of Champions. I think I'll seal the 1 and 2 to make Hunter's Mark less of a thing. Deathwing incoming? He didn't do anything for dragons, guys. He didn't do anything for dragons, so you can play around Deathwing, but it would be incorrect, I would say. It's nothing that discovered, right? I don't want to spam the board with minions, because it feels very Unleash the Hounds-esque. If you fill your board up, suddenly he's got 9 from Hounds and Hero Power, then it's not too far off. So if he has Hounds, we want him to invest them into trading, and then we can just go for the kill. He would play cards if he had Deathwing, yeah. It's just, it makes, like, even if it's somewhat likely as Deathwing, it just makes no sense to play around it. Like, what will you even do to play around it? Any idea which classes are strong in the arena right now? So I'm just going off the HS replay tier list, and I believe they rank Hunter, Paladin, and Druid as the top 3. Hey, Wake GG. Cheers.
That didn't quite hit the mark. That was a mistake.
Did a minor whoopsie there. He sort of needed that, huh? I'll add 2 minions now because we have Taunt.
This beast will not be tamed.
How do you not shame concede? Some people, right? It all it happens to every one of us, guys. Ooh. Could have had some dirty stuff.
Well played.
Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. More chill than Battlegrounds. I think Battlegrounds I'm all like Arena, it's a bit more alright, let's look at our options. What are we gonna do? Right? It's a bit, you know, a bit more time to talk and explain things. Feels like it's a bit less taxing. Like when I end my Battleground stream, I'm just like, I'm done. Right? Whereas this is like, you know, we've played 3 arenas. It's probably a good time to call it, but it's not like you're, oh wow. It's not like you can't go on. I think the dude is the bait here, right? I think you just smack the weapon on the board. I think it's bait because you want to Skyclaw next turn and you want to have maximum chance that your Skyclaw doesn't get contested on the board. And the weapon does that better than the dude. It also helps out the turn after. Get him, boys. Give a dragon in your hand. Okay. I was like, I saw the animation and that felt very much like everything got the buff. No. Skyclaw doing work here.
I will.
For justice.
Leave me alone.
Get him, boys! Oh, this is disgusting. Oh no, he's got the rush. Oh. Still pretty disgusting.
Stop distracting me.
Get him, boys! Pew 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 pew! Shady IIA win, by the way. I know, okay, so we have to remove some emotes if we want to get new ones, guys. So we have to figure out which ones we don't want. Tuk, tuk. This is where it gets a little scary. Got 2 more turns until he can drop a Bone Mare. He might Death Speaker. Death is pretty good tempo. And he's got the Death Speaker, nasty. Oh, okay. That may as well be Death Speaker, to be fair. We're gonna have to get a little lucky here on him not having 2 damage.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Nova. At least it's an inefficient way to deal 2 damage. 5 mana. He's gonna start to heal face. I think that's fair. Fair. He sees a pattern in where our attacks are being pointed. So I think it's very fair for him to start hero powering phase. At this point, you're pretty much just trying to pressure his face in order to make him play scared, such as now he missed 2 health here, right? So by pushing face, we might change our approach. Like here, like he's not summoning a 9/9, he's trading, like all these things he probably wouldn't do if you weren't pushing face as aggressively. So we've got 11. He doesn't have mind control yet. If we Kraken this and jam 7 face, our opponent goes to 9. 9 meaning that he has to trade the 6 into the 6 and heal his face, otherwise he's dead on board. He could have another Shadow or Death, but that's something we might not have the luxury to play around. It feels like it's just a play. You could also trade here and then heal it with the Watcher, but the Watcher is a free kill and we're not pushing face, so I think there's a lot of arguments to slam him for 7. We'll be 1 off if he just hero powers his face and trades the 6. But he's got 9 mana, 4 cards, so we'll assume he's got, you know, some form of taunt or extra removal. Could even be like a trade into the Kraken and a Nova. But you can see how those early attacks to the face, while not exactly killing him, put him in a position where he was playing a lot safer. So I did find the taunt. Oh. He's gonna heal face again. He's even gonna pain a dude, right? So he's really in a spot where he can't really afford to play aggressively. So now he's made it to 10 mana, so now mind control is on our mind. So assuming we trade and he yoinks the Kraken, he's at 11. So can I develop 9 points of damage to Consecration is lethal? 4, 6, 7, 8. I can't really. I don't think I heal the Kraken. But I still go for maximum damage. We just heal our face so he has no chance of racing. He can't Spirit Lash or anything if he MCs, so I think it's an excellent turn to spread. I think healing the Kraken here would probably be a mistake. So if he yoinks it here, 6, 7, 8, 10. But you probably just play cards, push full face, and then try to get there. Oh, yeah. There's one obvious dragon that's really bad for us here. Oh, Cross Roaster is definitely good for him. Alright, he didn't get a heal in. We have both Scorcher and Consecration, that's pretty good here. Scorcher hurts our own board, which isn't so good. Our opponent has 16, 21 points of damage. You probably want to chuck the 2-1 into the 7 and 2. That seems like an okay play. If we're gonna go Consecration, do you want to go Sorcerer Hero Power or do you want to go Bronze? I think you go Bronze to be able to play the big dragon next turn.
Good explorer comes prepared.
Another Scorcher, a Whelp, or a Feywing. Probably Whelp at this point to keep the damage flowing. I think to keep jamming face is not bad, but I think we have time now. We have card draw, we can keep spreading. He can't afford to heal his minions pretty much ever. No, and he would have been able to clean up anyway. So yeah, killing the 7 and 2 ended up to be good. Yeah, he's healing his face, so he's opened up Bump and Scorcher. Double Scorcher would have been pretty good here. Whelp into True Silver is lethal, but if you draw first, you put your Whelp on 4, which means the Wind Fury can kill it. So I still think it's straight Scorcher, and then you may as well drop Pit. No, you probably won't Whelp, right? Because I still think that we're not out of it. We have value. The board isn't too bad. Alright, we have a play for next turn, potentially. Is it ever bumped the 4-2? I thought about it, but he can't clear the board in the way we traded. And he can clear if we do the other one. I was gonna keep that. Pump. He's gonna trade the 8 and 1 most likely. Well, he can't clear the other way, right? 8, 16, 19. We might not have another turn, so we should look for a Deathwing or something now.
Good explorer comes prepared.
Scorcher now is pretty good. Oh, we have the mana. Ooh, we can do Crouch Roaster straight away. There's a 5/5 in here, so I can actually just Crouch Roaster this, summon a 5/5 and have this. He can heal this to trade. It would still kill everything. Yeah, I think the Roaster makes most sense. You could also just Roaster to 8 and 3. But I think we want to guarantee to break this, right? Because this trades here nicely as well.
Move quickly.
It's gonna give us a lot more time again, but I think he will heal the Gyro here to clear my board. Right. Mass Dispel deals 2 phase damage here because it removes the lifesteal, not the main use of it. If he heals, he's not healing phase. That's not. I mean, obviously you do this, right? Because it heals your phase because you kill 2 damage. So he does heal phase, but you know, not directly. This has been a tough game to navigate because I always use the analogy of the brake and the gas, right? When you learn to play aggressive, a lot of the time at the start it's just gas and just gas, but you get killed very easily if you don't defend. And this game was a lot of like, all right, gas, brake, gas, brake. The start was just gas, push, push, push. But then as he started building a board, it was like, all right, brake a little, brake a little. All right.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Do we have dragon synergy left? A little bit, but not really worth mentioning.
You're in trouble now.
If I go Necro, he can trade into the Necro.
I must move quickly.
Seems better to do this, right? Gas, brake, honk, gas, brake, honk, 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 punch, gas, gas, gas.
The light shall burn you.
Justice demands retribution.
Well played.
Well played.
You have been.
Nice. It was a fun game. The Alex made it super close. Not a bad first day, eh? That was fun. Easy game, yeah. Meta solved, all done here, boys. Well, the all three decks were. I don't mind actually analyzing it a little bit, right? We can look at the decks here. So all three decks follow a similar pattern where we have some early game to defend, right? Collins likes to call this fake aggression, right? You have some 1s and 2 drops, but the goal is not to rush them down. It's to make sure you don't get rushed down. And then a lot of the bodies serve two purposes, right? Witch Doctor, Historian. I think I just got lucky with my drafts, right? Let's first start off by saying that. You get a Witch Doctor, you get the Historian. These are cards that you can play early and they'll do something, but at the same time, they'll also give you a lot of value. Then here we had 3 Explorers, super good, super strong. Big taunts. So the Druid was a little top heavy with just big boy taunts to stay alive, right? So they all had their sort of unique way to stay alive. So Druid did it through big taunts. The Hunter was by having a bit more initiative. Also 2 Gyros here. We had the Baited Arrow. We had a Corruptor, which is super strong. Had a multi-shot. Also had the 2 Dragon Discovers. So the Dragon Discovers allow you to not run out of cards, and you can still draft a reasonable curve to not just get wrecked the entire time. And then some top end as well. And then the Paladin, I would say, was probably the weakest one. The Murloc Knights didn't really feel like all that, so I'm going to be a bit more careful with those in the future. Was really happy with the Bronze Explorers as well, but it's the same thing, right? Just get to discover more. Yeah. I feel like the Druid and the Hunter curve felt a little nicer. That's not. All right.